Hi, welcome to Con Expo 2020. I'm Diana Henry along with Paul Wilson from ZTR. Hi, Paul.
Hi.
Let's talk about the internet, industrial internet of things.
Right.
What is that about at ZTR?
Well, ZTR is a technology provider that provides solutions for the construction industry, specifically the OEMs that manufacture equipment, the rental companies that rent equipment out to the end users, and the end users. And so the role we play is providing solutions that help those businesses to actually digitize their business, be more productive, overcome industry constraints, and drive more value across the whole construction industry.
Real-time access to important information is
That's
what
it.
I just heard.
Exactly.
So, insight a little bit on the pace of technology adoption in the industry.
You know, that's an interesting question to ask. Certainly you have companies that have invested in innovation and are early adopters and move more quickly, embracing technology, and then you have the followers and even the laggards that are watching what's going on. I would say overall the construction industry has probably benefited from a lot of advancements in machine construction and the utilization of specialized machines in the industry. But in terms of utilizing data to drive productivity, I think it's probably a little bit slower than most industries. And I would say rental companies have typically been responding to customer requirements and requests to get more data about their rental. And as a result, the rental companies are now asking for more data. And then you have the OEMs who are being asked to provide more data to the end users as well. So what you have are, between the OEMs and the rental companies and the end users, this push-pull that's going on in terms of utilizing data to drive business outcomes. I think as well, the companies that we see that are ahead are those that have invested in innovation and see productivity as an advantage, and others are much slower to embrace and adopt technology. So it's a mixed bag.
Right, all over the place. Let's talk about challenges that the industry is facing and how ZTR is helping overcome those.
Yeah, that's a good question. You know, we had a panel discussion yesterday, and Mason Ford from Skanska was there, Christine Zesnik from Terex Genie, and Fern Pinera from Smart Equip. And during that session, we asked that question. And basically, the challenges revolve around aging workforce. These aren't new problems, by the way. These are problems that have been understood and known for a long time. But aging workforce, the younger workforce is coming in and looking to do things differently. You have a lot more competition. You've got big projects. So there's a number of things going on in the industry that are all crying out for productivity gains and accountability and traceability to activities that are taking place to stay on budget, on schedule, and safe workers. So those are all things that I think are realities of the industry.
And ZTR is helping overcome those, right?
Well, absolutely. Technology plays a big role in helping to enable companies to evolve their work processes. So without data, you're flying blindly. So with advances in computing and advances in carrier communications and costs, solutions that weren't even known or viable 20 years ago are possible today. And those solutions, that technology is now available for all sorts of industries, whether it's healthcare or automotive or construction, to deliver services in a different way than they've done in the past. And so I think when you look at you know, the AEMP Association or AEMP or even Con Expo, these are events that bring end users and manufacturers and technology partners together to share what's possible with technology. Our technology happens to connect equipment and materials and people and tools that are out in the workforce, whether it's in a yard, a job site, helps connect that equipment back to the people that need to know what their equipment is doing, how is it performing, productivity, uptime, safety. So our solutions are all geared to help enable that.
You have a new solution, data brokerage service. Tell us a little more about that.
Yeah, that's interesting too. Certainly if you think about telematics as part of an IoT industry, telematics has been around for a long time. We've been in the telematics industry for 20 plus years now and have built our reputation around evolving and innovating. Data brokering is really just the next evolution in that. And we see that in order to be successful, companies like ours need to be able to provide solutions to our customers and to the industry in more of a community-based approach where it's not about hardware, it's not about platform or services, it's about how do we get data from assets and deliver that data to the right people in the right time and the right place in a secure and governed way. And so you think about the banking industry and how transactions move through a global network, and people can have access to information to provide services anywhere, anytime. And the construction industry is moving in the same direction, and that's what data brokering is for us. It's how do you take customers that are on our One i3 platform and share pieces or slices of that data into their business platforms at the right time in a secure way so that they can benefit from being stronger together.
Must be one of the biggest questions you get when it comes to a company's data is it secure?
It's all about security and availability and trusting those that have access to it that they're doing good things with that data. And that's what our business does, is we help build those relationships, the linkages across the system, and provide that security to the end users.
What other areas do you stand out from your competition when it comes to this platform?
Technology is important, and certainly we've got deep expertise and experience in our software skills and our engineering skills. But I think the things that differentiate us, or at least what our customers tell us differentiate us, are the fact that we build solutions that are tailored to help their business succeed. We're not trying to fit their business into our platform, we're trying to tailor our platform to meet their needs. Not every customer does business the same way, that's number one. Number two, we are an engineering-based company, so we can take equipment, this off-road equipment is very complex, it's becoming very sophisticated, it's not like automotive, and you need to be able to build solutions for every type of CAT class. You need to be able to deal with mixed fleet. You need to be able to also work cooperatively with the industry in an open way so that you can acquire and move data around. So how we're differentiated is our ability to aggregate and normalize that data, and how we can integrate that data into our customers' business systems so that they don't have to log in to use it. They're just transforming and evolving their business processes in a way that that data becomes part of enabling those processes. And as well, we spent a lot of time building partnerships with the OEMs, and we now have more than 100 OEMs that will install ZTR equipment in the factory so that it arrives at the rental companies and at the end users telematics ready. So I think those are some of the things that really differentiate us.
Some great efficiencies there for sure.
Make it easy.
Paul, thank you so much for the conversation. Have a great rest of the show.
Thank you.